That is a direct quote from the state government. We are subservient to the U.S. Constitution. For charter cities, a critical underpinning of SB 54 is the prohibition on expending law enforcement funds. Here's what it says in Article 11 of the Constitution. It shall be competent in any city charter to provide that city government therein will make and enforce all ordinances and regulations in respect to municipal affairs. And also, that by the laws, they are allowed by the Constitution.
It's another wall. It's another wall. You guys believe in walls. They believe in walls.
They're doing one right now.
They believe in walls.
Watch out, they'll push you, bro.
They believe in walls. I'm so proud of you. Hey, I saw you at Westminster. You guys believe in walls, so I want you to take your act on the road, go on down to the southern border, and I want you to stand there and hold hands for me. Would you do that for me, please? I would so appreciate that.
Yeah, careful.
Westminster. Fountain Valley.
And we really want to stand up for what is right. There's a lot of confusion in this land, and I know the leaders are doing really just lawlessness. And I believe that America is being destroyed by design.
Traditional values. Yeah, why not?
Sanctuary State really puts a bridge between police officers and also immigration people that are trying to do their job. Immigration officials. They are not allowed to pass things like what do they say? Colleges, renters, individuals and workers by receiving driver's license, state college tuition, free health care for our children. This is costing $1 million. You don't have to have a job, you don't have to even speak English, and it doesn't matter if these people that come here have a history of crime, even violence, because the 81 is responsible for we do police officers. Illegal aliens are now a protected class of people, and we need to really do something about it.
Thank you, Christian. Okay, Antoinette Johnson West, Pamela.
I'd like to address a chance to speak in these evenings because I was informed that How did you give me a chance to speak?
You already spoke. You didn't pay attention to the instructions in the beginning.
After I spoke.
Uh-oh. The priest wants double dips here.
Sit down. We're going to go ahead and go on to Antoinette Johnson West.
Hey, Heavenly.
Javier Mejia. Sir, I'm going to ask you to sit down.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to sit down.
Throw out the priest. Throw out the corrupt priest.
That's right.
Antoinette. Thank you, Mejia.
They just always want to see. Just follow the rules, man.
Well, they think there's two sets of law?
Yeah, they do. They do. They think somebody created that way. And then that's why we have a society where we do. Adults acting that way. It's ridiculous.
in the inner city for 16 years. I've seen 2 girls be shot in the head and die in front of their parents because of illegal gang initiation or whatever.
I don't remember, but I know it was. I could stay inside. Now I'm outside. It's cold. Maybe another 2 hours.
So that they would not hurt each other in the hospital setting. I had my 2-year-old. She was a nursing school, so I was sitting in the car, and her boyfriend went into a Starbucks to get coffee, and she was shot in the parking lot. Right? By opposing gang members. I watched as we had to tell her mother, one lady says to her room, I'm sorry, she's not going to live. Can we harvest her organs? The majority of the people that were in our ICU were young people, not old people, that were shot or hurt. I mean, this is a major, we have military that come into our hospital to be trained on how to take care of gunshot victims. So when they say this is a victimless crime, I told you the other side, financial piece, last week. Well, this is a different side of it.
Not
So
yet. Someone
it
put
is
my-
not a victimless crime. There are innocent people that
have to be
are
later.
killed every day. And I've witnessed it personally, and the trauma that their families have to go through. So I just support you, and I hope that all of this, to me, it's, everybody is passionate. I understand that, but I believe you're doing the right thing, and I support you.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Next up, Pamela. Hi, Pamela.
Thank you so much for being the startup for all of this. It is a passionate subject, as you obviously know. Don't need to remind you of the oath you folks took to the Constitution. Obviously, you're fully aware of that oath. $136 billion it cost us last year was released by the federal government quietly. It costs $136 billion to support illegal immigration. I'm for legal immigration. I'm married to a man who's from another country, who did it legally, we paid the price, and he's a naturalized citizen. And for those people who are doing it legally, it's a slap in the face for those who are not having to do it legally. Out of that $136 billion bill, $119 billion was paid into by the illegal immigration group, leaving $17 billion for us taxpayers to shoulder. That's expected to go up anywhere from 7 to 12% this year. I don't know about you, but living in California is already too expensive.
He was with
Upon that, fines are committed. Numbers are 800 that they get the full
No, we didn't.
background.
What's going
But
on?
then there's catch and release.
Did you fill one out
I
already?
have one here.
Why do they call your name already?
I don't know.
Okay, then you're not going to go in.
So, I'm just responding, so I don't know.
I'll
get your card, I'll let you in. You're gonna talk, but like I said, your friends can't fill it out.
Online, mobile vehicle access. In addition to that, I saw ICE in LA on television, surrounded by illegal immigrants refused to leave because they had detainees in their van. The police could not help them. I don't think your police are going after the legal immigrants who are calmly and living and quietly living in the neighborhood. You're not going to go door to door and search them down.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of the fear instilled in a lot of these kids is from their parents themselves.
How many more people are
And as for all these people coming to the United States for the
So
dream,
I spoke to some
that are
woman. I said,
supposedly leaving
illegal,
leaving these countries
immigrant has
that
been
are
deported. I
due to
say, show me some
communism
proof.
and
Show me some documents.
socialism. Well,
And
the
then she got
Constitution
upset.
Leave me
does
alone.
not
Okay,
do
just
the United
leave me
States.
alone for a sec. Okay, I'm a
Okay.
little
So we're letting
worn
these
out.
people
Okay.
in so they can come to live the dream that our children would like to live too, so that they can bring our country to its knees as theirs has already become. And I don't think most of them are fleeing all this problem that they keep saying they're fleeing. So You know, as far as the schools go, I'm shocked at what my granddaughter's learning in high school. We're having to go over the Constitution, the truth of the Constitution, such as no, Second Amendment was not put there because people needed to go hunting, because that's what she was taught. They're changing it, and it's time for us to stop changing the Constitution.
I'm really tired.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. So, Reverend, I'm thinking about what we did. You were the first speaker. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get back up there. And I just want to be unfair, so come on up. But please, this is it. I just, at the beginning, if people weren't clear, I just want to make sure they're clear. And anybody in the council have any issue with this? Okay. Please speak.
Thank you, Mayor. I did want to speak to this ordinance in particular and just share how it has impacted me and our congregation and many people in the community. As you've heard from students, this is being discussed in the schools, and it's stirring up a lot of the feelings like you're seeing out here. In my church, one of the oldest and most diverse churches in the community, we have a very diverse congregation. And there is fear of what this ordinance means about Los Alamitos. Is this what Los Alamitos stands for? That is the question. This is a question of values. Is this what Los Alamitos stands for? For myself as a pastor, our church stands for seeking God, including all, and serving others. That is our motto, and working for justice. So we seek to welcome and include all in our congregation, and I need to take a stand for that. I do. I understand that you are also public servants who feel that you have to stand for you. We serve meals in our community. I want to work with you on many things that we can do to improve the community. But let's not go down this path of division, of using our tax dollars to divide us. If we can work together on the issues that are most pressing at hand, we will unite the community and make a difference in a positive way. And that's what I pray for today.
Thank you,
Thank you
Reverend.
for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Thank you. Javier Mejia, are you in here? Diva Young and Denise Miller. Those are going to be up next. How you doing, Javier?
Thank you, Council, for allowing us to speak. I want to say first and foremost, I am an American citizen and a proud resident of Los Alamitos. Last time I got up and spoke, and I did say that this was the tip of the sword, and I think we've seen that movement start happening, and I want to thank you for the courage, as others have spoken. It's great that the kids and the students have a voice and they get to discuss this and they get to work through it, but you know what, there's a reason that they don't have a vote until they're 18. There's a lot of opinions and things that grow as you grow into an adult, and I'm not discounting their thoughts and their concerns because they're valid, but it's this local community that you are charged with protecting, and I just want to thank you for taking the steps. Thank you, Warren, for putting this item forward, and I appreciate your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Javier. Thank you. Dura? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. Hi there.
Hello, City Council members. My name is Dora Young, and this is why I oppose SB 54. I keep hearing over and over again how SB 54 protects illegal aliens who want to report crimes without fear of being arrested for their immigration status. This is totally false. They do not have to be afraid to report crime because the California police and sheriff do not play a role in immigration enforcement. Why? Because local law enforcement does not currently ask the immigration status of witnesses or those that report crimes. SB 54 deliberately blocks the communication between ICE and the sheriffs who run county jails. California must stop obstructing federal law enforcement. Why aren't we just following the federal laws according to the U.S. Constitution? It's ridiculous that I'm standing up here and telling you that we should be following federal laws over California laws. As you've heard before, we have over 60,000, that's 60,000 Americans that have been killed by illegal aliens since 9/11, which is more than the number of Americans that have been killed in the entire Vietnam War, okay? SB 54, yes ma'am, that's true, look it up.
Excuse me.
SB 54 is nothing more than a power play by the Democrats who want sanctuary cities to protect illegal alien criminals. They should call SB 54 the Illegal Alien Criminal Protection Act. SB 54 is just another example of putting illegal aliens before Americans. This is a safety issue, and you all know that. It's not an immigration issue. Those people out there do not know that. All right? It is your responsibility to protect the citizens of Los Alamitos, and you have sworn to take an oath to both the U.S. Constitution and the state of California. By putting together an amicus brief and voting yes on the Department of Justice lawsuit, your city council will be sending a clear message that you want federal law to supersede California law. Do the right thing and sign the amicus brief. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, Denise Miller.
Good evening, and thank you again for your service and allowing us to speak tonight. It can't be easy. My name is Denise Miller. I live in Rossmore. My kids went to school in Los Al. I have been a long-time volunteer in Los Alamitos. I shop in Los Alamitos. My church is in Los Alamitos. And although I'm not a citizen, your kids in Los Alamitos come and play on my soccer fields and my baseball fields. So we do share, as I know you know. I support California's values, including SB 54. And if the city of Los Alamitos, led by you all, does not support SB 54, I believe the fiscally responsible thing for you to do is to file an amicus brief and join in the Jeff Sessions lawsuit rather than proceed with this ordinance. Again, thank you for your service, and I'll conclude by saying that I'm deeply saddened by the prospect of this unnecessary action tainting this great community's reputation. Thank you.
Thanks, Denise. Okay. You know what? I had a couple names before. I'm just going to see if these people are in here, and I'll keep going to see Arthur Shaper, Jerry Harley, and Robert Loughton. Any of those in here?
They're not going to let me in because they're not.
Well, if they're not, I'll go with Ann Burdett.
They're not going to let me
and
in.
Monica Glicken. And Emmy Mailing, or McLean. Hi there, Ann.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for having me here. I was very moved by the teacher. I'm a teacher myself, and of all the people who've been up here, she spoke from the heart about the effect that this ordinance has had on her children. I'm kind of preachy because it's a teacher thing to do. And so I've heard a lot about law, and I've heard about law and order outside a lot. And I asked a young man out there, well, what is the supreme law of the land? And he really couldn't answer. And I thought, well, you weren't in my classroom then. So I kind of want to remind us all, because you probably all know it, and I'm certain these folks do, and I'll bet you these folks do as well, that it goes like this. We, the people of the United States, not just the citizens, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessing.
Thank you. Have a good night. So, Monica Glicken. Hi.
Hey, good evening. My name is Monica Glicken. I am here as a member of Los Alamitos Community United, as a immigration attorney from the Public Law Center. I live here in Los Alamitos School District. I go to church in this city. I care very deeply about this community. And I would like to say a few things. As an immigration attorney, I would like to tell you about some of the people that I know and have helped. I have helped a teenage girl who was trafficked into the United States.